Hey, what's up guys? This is Martin here. So today I would like to talk to you about a very important lesson. Something that happened to me yesterday to be exact. And this video right here is going to be a little bit of a continuation from the last video I made where I talked about how at the end of the day you can only really count on yourself and you have to be self-dependent at all costs, and to some degree you're always going to be alone in this life. So these two concepts obviously cross paths because they're heavily intertwined. They're related to Stoicism. So let's rewind the clocks back. So 2 months ago, thanks to my cousin Alex, I got the opportunity to meet one of my prospects because he knows that guy very well. And to protect him, to protect his anonymity, I'm not gonna tell you who it is, because he might be watching this and I don't want him to lose any business. So I got the opportunity to meet him. I got the meeting with him. I actually had to drive about 120 kilometers back and forth to meet him because he lived a little bit he lived far away. Well, not far away, but he lived some distance away from me. So like 120 kilometers is about like 50 miles, I believe. So I showed up, we had the meeting, and I thought it went well because I was a little bit emotional about the whole thing. And once I got back, I sent him my offer because he was like, okay, this looks cool, send me your offer and tell me the price. Okay. So I kept contacting him, I kept following up with him. Like, I wasn't that aggressive with it, but I was persistent. Okay. And yesterday, I got a little bit pissed off. So, because I was talking to him back and forth, and I told him, I was like, why don't you want to buy from us? Because his objection was, I wasn't able to get a real reply from him. Like, he was still, I got the feeling he was avoiding the subject. He wasn't really being authentic with me. So, at first I was like, okay, so is the price an issue for you? Is it too expensive? He was like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting, it to be that expensive. And my last message to him was something along the lines of, okay, man, at least I would appreciate honesty and authenticity from you, because you're not really telling me the truth. At the beginning, you were telling me that you were very interested in our products because you had a bad reputation online. And you know it, and people they have shitty opinions online. And so, but then later he started to give me these wishy-washy responses. He was like, oh man, this is not the right time, I'll contact you when it's the right time. Because that's the worst position to be in sales. When you get that wishy-washy answer from your clients or your prospects, you either get a yes or a no. It's nothing in between, right? So I told him, man, I wanted to, push the tempo a little bit. I was like, at least be authentic with me. Tell me the truth, because I feel like you're just stringing me along here. Why is that? I mean, maybe you're expecting me to work with you for I don't know $50 $20 a month, because I wanted to sell him my social media services to him. I wanted to build this personal brand. And then he sent me like a message back where he was saying, oh man, you're too young, you don't really understand our industry, it's changing really quickly, but now it's not the right time, but when it is, I'm gonna contact you. And you know what he did? After that last message, he blocked me on WhatsApp, which I feel like is a pretty weak move, to be honest with you. It tells you a lot about who he is. But I mean, he's not the owner of the company. He's the vice president. His dad actually founded the company 30 years ago. So he's one of the owner's kids who are also running the company. But looking back at it, I was like, man, I thought I did everything right, but I did not pay attention to the clues. So the lesson for today is about, don't listen to what people are telling you. Look at their actions. people's actions never lie. People are always gonna be nice to you, or they're gonna be fake nice in a lot of ways, just to make them like you, or make you like them. They want you to like what they're saying to you. But people's actions rarely lie. They're very, it's a rare occasion for them to be deceitful and not authentic. But people's words, people's like smiles, and the words they use with you, it doesn't always tell you the truth. So, because looking back at the conversation that we had, like one of the things that I remember vividly is that his body language was not the best. Like our tone was sort of in the middle. He was not too excited. He was sort of in the middle. So I'm not sure if he was bored with the conversation or not. And also his body language. When he crossed his legs, his crossing leg was pointing away from me. And that's one of the things I remember to this day. Because I mean, it's difficult to remember a conversation like that, which this was like 2 months ago. So how the hell am I supposed to remember this? But I remember that exact detail, and that should have lit a light in my head that this guy does not want to talk to you. Right? This is crazy to think about, but these small details tell you everything about the other person. So, I mean, this heavily relates to relationships, especially for men, because a lot of men are having problems with dating today. So don't listen to the other party's words or what they're telling you. Listen to their actions. Like if a woman or a girl really wants to meet with you, she's gonna find the time. And I don't care who it is. Even if she's fucking Madonna, if she runs a $100 million company, if she really wants to see you, if she really wants to make that interaction with you, she is gonna find the time, no matter what. Like the other day, this was a genius example. I can't remember who said it, but like if Elon Musk is running 5 multi-billion-dollar companies, and he's still tweeting on Twitter and responding to his commenters, and then you have this one girl that you're texting, and she's not responding to your messages, and she's her BS excuses by telling you, I was busy. That really puts things into perspective. So it's an excuse, obviously. Like girls really, like men can be busy, but women are not really that busy. Like they're on their phones all the time. I don't think I know one pretty girl who lives off her phone. I don't think I know one example. Like for example, I highly value authenticity, honesty, and loyalty. Like if you have those 3 qualities, you're very high up in my hierarchy value. If you possess all 3. And I mean, if you're a business owner yourself, sometimes you have these customers who you pour in all your energy into them. You give them all your time, you're educating them, and you're giving them all the information they need. You've been contacting them for such a long time, and they're still giving you false hopes. Yes, man, I'm still interested. Keep contacting me. And I'm gonna tell you this. If they really wanted to buy from you, they would have bought already. If they really, truly wanted your product or your service, they would have pulled the trigger. But they never did. And by the way, if that's you who's watching this, if you pretend to be interested in somebody else's product or services, go fuck yourself. Yes, go straight to hell. We don't need such irresponsible pricks like you. That's such disgusting behavior. I mean, these entrepreneurs who we're talking to, these business owners, they're providing jobs for hundreds of millions of people. They're taking care of families. They're feeding families. They're providing for them. And you're out here, you think you're mightier than everyone else. You think you're better than everyone. And you want to stand out, quote unquote. Like, go straight to hell. We don't need people like you. I mean, like going back to my prospect, the lead I talked to, like if he was like, man, okay, I can't afford your product, I'm not interested anymore, don't contact me again. Bam. Like if he told me that, if he was so honest and authentic with me, I would be like, man, thank you. I'm not gonna contact you anymore. Go do your thing. But he didn't say that. You see the difference here, right? You have someone who's being fake authentic, he's not truthful. And then you have someone, like that last example, you have someone who's real, authentic, and honest with you. I would have loved it. I would have said, man, that guy has balls. He's telling me the truth. But instead, he just wanted to drag me along and give me false hopes. Like, that's so, I mean, that's the reason why the world is where it is. Because we have these fake, honest people all around us. I mean, wow, this really connects the dots to my last video. There's so much fake honesty going on, fake humbleness. And we need to get rid of that. Like, I love people who are real and authentic. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but if you meet someone like that, cut them off. Because they're not even truthful to themselves. So, well, yeah, like this also applies heavily to relationships. Like if someone really wants to meet you, someone really wants to make that connection with you, they will find the time. Even if they only have 10 minutes for the day, they'll still find the time and hang with you. So, but yeah, man, that home thing just completely pisses me off. Because it's my mistake. I have to own it. It's my fault. Because I was too dependent on that one lead and his money. I didn't have any options. And it's like Wes Watson likes to say, if you don't have options, it's not an opinion for you. Shout out to you, Wes. Yeah, because I was in a pretty bad financial situation 2-3 months ago, so I needed money ASAP. But I should have expanded my options. Which actually goes to another point. One of my biggest weaknesses personally is that by nature, I'm a very kind and nice person to people. And people have used that against me countless times. And I've learned to harden myself over the past few years, especially in business. But when I talk to people, my intentions are pure. I always want the best for other people. I always want the best for people around me. I don't want them to suffer. I don't wish for people to fail. I don't have any deceitful intentions behind me. That's it. Even though I'm a big guy, even though you can't see it on camera, I'm pretty big and I can look a little bit intimidating for a lot of people. But I have a pure heart. I always want to help people with the best intention. But that's not how life works. Because life is a mirror, it's not a window. And so you reflect back to what you possess inside of you. That's not how business works. Like business in general is very dark. It's a battle. It's business is war. Like a lot of you guys who have never run your own business, you're not going to be able to relate to this. But business is really, really hard. And anybody else who tells you that it's easy or that you can buy a couple of coins online, that you're just going to make money in a week, no, it's not true at all. Like you're out here, I'm in the woods. You're a little puppy, you're a kitten, and you're competing with fucking bears, polar bears, tigers, lions, crocodiles, and you have a lot to learn. You're competing against sharks. Yeah, it's a big and nasty world here. So you got to find a way to protect yourself. You got to be able to, you're always going to sharpen your tools. You always have to improve your knowledge. You always have to make sure that you become better in any sphere of life. So, but yeah, that sums it up. And guys, just remember, don't listen to what people are telling you. Don't put too much emphasis on what people are telling you and what people are saying to you. Always look at people's actions. People's actions never lie. Like the only real people who actually care about you is maybe your dad and your mom and maybe your kids if you have kids. That's about it. Even your best friends, your best buddies, they don't really give that much shit about you. So, you always got to make sure that you do the best thing you can. And look at people's intentions and their behavior towards you. Don't look what they're telling you. Don't look what they're texting you. Pay attention to their behavior towards you. And this is going to fix a lot of your problems if you apply it right now. So have a beautiful day.